Understanding your partner's emotional distance. Have you ever felt like your partner is physically present but emotionally miles away? But what if I told you that emotional distance is often a symptom of deeper issues? Because understanding this distance can be the key to unlocking a more fulfilling relationship. Diving deeper, this emotional gap can leave you feeling isolated, even in a loving partnership. It may seem like your partner is just busy or distracted, but often, there's a complex web of emotions at play that goes beyond mere busyness. Recognizing these signs early on can not only save your relationship but also create a stronger, more resilient bond between you and your partner. Imagine this. You're sitting across from your partner at dinner, but it feels like you're miles apart. You both want to connect, yet the words just don't seem to flow. This disconnect can lead to feelings of frustration and confusion. Today, we'll explore how to navigate these emotional waters, identify the root causes of distance, and implement effective strategies to bring you closer together. So, let's embark on this journey to strengthen your emotional connection and foster a healthier relationship. Number 1. Introduction to emotional distance. Emotional distance can feel like a silent barrier in a relationship, one that often goes unnoticed until it starts to take a toll on both partners. At its core, emotional distance refers to a lack of emotional connection between partners, where one or both individuals may feel isolated, misunderstood, or detached. This detachment can occur for various reasons, including stress, unresolved conflicts, or different communication styles. Understanding this distance is crucial, as it can serve as a warning sign that deeper issues may be lurking beneath the surface. Many couples may not even realize they are experiencing emotional distance until it becomes a significant problem. You might notice subtle changes in your interactions. Perhaps conversations feel superficial, or physical affection has dwindled. These signs can be easily overlooked, especially in the hustle and bustle of daily life. However, acknowledging these feelings and recognizing the signs early can lead to a more profound understanding of each other and a pathway to healing. One of the most common misconceptions about emotional distance is that it exclusively stems from relationship problems. While this can certainly be a contributing factor, emotional distance can also arise from individual issues, such as stress from work, family pressures, or personal trauma. It's essential to approach this topic with empathy and curiosity rather than judgment, as understanding the individual struggles each partner faces can shed light on the emotional gap. Moreover, emotional distance is not just about the absence of connection. It can also manifest through increased conflict. When partners feel emotionally distant, they may resort to misunderstandings or miscommunications that escalate into arguments. This cycle can create a toxic environment where both partners feel unheard and unvalued, further deepening their emotional divide. Recognizing this pattern is key to breaking the cycle and fostering a healthier dynamic. To navigate emotional distance, couples must first cultivate awareness of their feelings and behaviors. This means engaging in open discussions about emotions, fears, and needs without the fear of judgment. Creating a safe space for these conversations can help partners feel more connected and understood. By practicing active listening and empathy, couples can bridge the emotional gap and begin to rebuild their bond. Ultimately, understanding and addressing emotional distance is not just about fixing a problem. It's about enhancing the overall quality of the relationship. By investing time and effort into understanding each other's emotional landscapes, couples can foster a deeper connection that stands the test of time. This journey requires patience and commitment, but the rewards of a more fulfilling and intimate relationship are well worth the effort. Number 2. Signs of emotional distance. Recognizing the signs of emotional distance is crucial for addressing the issue before it escalates. The first and most noticeable sign often manifests as a lack of communication. You might find that conversations with your partner have become superficial, revolving around daily chores or logistics rather than deeper feelings and experiences. When partners stop sharing their thoughts and emotions, it creates a barrier that makes it difficult to connect on a meaningful level. This lack of dialogue can lead to misunderstandings and feelings of isolation, making it essential to address this gap as soon as possible. Another prominent sign is reduced affection. Physical touch and intimacy are vital components of a healthy relationship, and when emotional distance creeps in, You may notice a decline in affectionate gestures such as hugs, kisses, or even simple hand-holding. This withdrawal can stem from discomfort with emotional vulnerability or the belief that intimacy is no longer necessary. Without physical closeness, partners can feel increasingly disconnected, which can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and resentment. Increased conflict is another indicator of emotional distance. When partners are emotionally distant, minor disagreements can quickly escalate into major arguments. This heightened tension often arises from miscommunication or unaddressed feelings that bubble to the surface. Instead of resolving conflicts constructively, couples may find themselves stuck in a cycle of blame and frustration, further widening the emotional gap. Recognizing this pattern is key to breaking the cycle and fostering healthier communication. Withdrawal from shared activities is yet another sign that emotional distance may be creeping in. If one partner starts to disengage from hobbies, social outings, or even simple daily routines that were once enjoyable together, it can signal a deeper issue. This withdrawal often reflects a desire to avoid intimacy or a sense of disconnection from the relationship. When one partner begins to prioritize time alone or with others over shared experiences, it can create feelings of abandonment in the other, further deepening the emotional divide. Lastly, increased reliance on technology can indicate emotional distance. If you notice that you or your partner are spending more time on devices, scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows, rather than engaging with each other, this can serve as a coping mechanism to avoid facing the emotional distance. While technology can enhance relationships, excessive reliance on it can also create barriers to genuine connection. It's important to recognize when these distractions become unhealthy and start interfering with the emotional intimacy that is crucial for a thriving partnership. By being aware of these signs of emotional distance, couples can take proactive steps to address the underlying issues and work toward rebuilding their emotional connection. Understanding that these signs are not merely indications of a failing relationship but rather signals that something deeper needs to be addressed can pave the way for healing and growth. Number 3. Underlying causes. Understanding the underlying causes of emotional distance is essential for addressing the issue effectively. One significant factor is past trauma. Individuals who have experienced emotional or physical trauma may struggle to connect with their partners on a deeper level. This trauma can lead to fear of vulnerability and intimacy, causing one or both partners to withdraw emotionally as a protective mechanism. When unresolved trauma influences behavior, it can create a cycle of disconnection that is challenging to break without mutual understanding and support. Another contributing factor is stress and life changes. The pressures of daily life, such as demanding jobs, parenting responsibilities, or financial worries, can take a toll on emotional intimacy. When partners are overwhelmed with external stressors, they may inadvertently prioritize survival and day-to-day tasks over nurturing their emotional connection. This shift in focus can lead to a gradual drift apart, where partners become more like cohabitants than intimate companions. Recognizing how stress affects emotional availability is vital for couples looking to rekindle their connection. Differing communication styles can also play a crucial role in creating emotional distance. Each partner may have their unique way of expressing feelings and needs, leading to misunderstandings and frustration. For instance, one partner might prefer to process emotions internally before discussing them, while the other may desire immediate communication. When these styles clash, it can create a sense of emotional disconnection. Understanding and adapting to each other's communication styles is essential for fostering a supportive environment where both partners feel heard and valued. Additionally, fear of rejection or abandonment can significantly contribute to emotional distance. Many people carry insecurities rooted in past relationships or experiences, making them hesitant to open up to their current partner. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors, where one partner may pull back emotionally to shield themselves from potential hurt. Such fears can create a vicious cycle. The more one partner withdraws, the more the other feels rejected, perpetuating a growing distance between them. Recognizing these fears and actively working to address them can help rebuild trust and intimacy. Lastly, unrealistic expectations about relationships can also lead to emotional distance. Many individuals enter partnerships with preconceived notions about what love and connection should look like, often influenced by media portrayals or societal norms. When reality doesn't align with these expectations, disappointment can set in, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and withdrawal. Open conversations about each partner's needs and expectations can help recalibrate these views, allowing for a more realistic and fulfilling relationship dynamic. By identifying and understanding these underlying causes of emotional distance, couples can work together to confront the issues at hand. Acknowledging the complexities of emotional connectivity can pave the way for healing, growth, and a renewed sense of intimacy in the relationship. With patience, empathy, and commitment, partners can navigate these challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. Number 4. Strategies to bridge the gap. Rebuilding emotional intimacy in a relationship requires intentional effort and commitment from both partners. One of the most effective strategies to bridge the emotional gap is to prioritize open communication. Creating a safe space for discussions about feelings, fears, and desires is essential. This means actively listening to one another without interruption and validating each other's emotions. Couples should set aside regular time to engage in these conversations, whether during dinner or while taking a walk. By fostering an environment where both partners feel comfortable expressing themselves, they can begin to dismantle the barriers that have formed over time. Another vital strategy is to engage in quality time together. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to let shared activities fall by the wayside. Making a conscious effort to spend quality time together, whether through date nights, weekend getaways, or simply enjoying a movie at home, can help rekindle the emotional connection. These moments create opportunities for laughter, joy, and shared experiences, reinforcing the bond between partners. It's important to choose activities that both partners enjoy, allowing them to reconnect in a meaningful way. Practicing empathy is also crucial in bridging emotional distance. Partners should strive to understand each other's perspectives, especially during conflicts. This means validating feelings, even if they don't necessarily agree with the other person's viewpoint. Taking the time to empathize can foster a sense of closeness and understanding, reducing the emotional distance that may have developed. Techniques such as reflecting back what the other person has said can help demonstrate that you are genuinely listening and trying to understand their feelings. For some couples, seeking professional help can be a significant step towards reconnecting. Couples therapy or counseling can provide a structured environment for partners to explore their emotional distance and underlying issues with the guidance of a trained professional. Therapists can offer valuable insights and tools that can help couples navigate their challenges more effectively. This external support can be particularly beneficial for addressing deeper issues that may be difficult to confront on one's own. Another effective strategy is to practice gratitude and appreciation for one another. Taking the time to express gratitude for your partner and acknowledging their efforts can foster positive feelings and reinforce emotional connection. Simple acts, such as leaving a heartfelt note or verbally expressing appreciation for something your partner did, can go a long way in repairing emotional distance. This practice shifts the focus from what's lacking in the relationship to what is present, creating a more positive atmosphere. Finally, setting realistic expectations for each other and the relationship can help reduce feelings of disappointment and frustration. Couples should have open discussions about their needs and desires while recognizing that no relationship is perfect. By aligning their expectations and understanding that emotional closeness takes time and effort to develop, partners can create a more supportive and nurturing environment. This understanding can significantly reduce the pressure and allow both individuals to grow closer at their own pace. By implementing these strategies, couples can take meaningful steps toward bridging the emotional gap and nurturing a deeper connection. With dedication, patience, and a willingness to communicate openly, partners can transform their relationship into one marked by intimacy, trust, and mutual support. Conclusion: emotional distance can pose significant challenges in relationships, but it is not insurmountable. By recognizing the signs, understanding the underlying causes, and actively working toward reconnection, couples can cultivate a deeper emotional intimacy that enhances their partnership. The journey may require patience and effort, but the rewards, a stronger bond, improved communication, and greater mutual understanding are well worth it. Now is the time to take action. If you and your partner are experiencing emotional distance, consider implementing the strategies discussed. Start with open conversations, prioritize quality time together, and practice empathy. Remember, it's essential to approach this journey as a team, supporting each other through the ups and downs. Additionally, Don't hesitate to seek professional guidance if needed. Sometimes, an outside perspective can provide the clarity and tools necessary for growth. Take the first step today by scheduling a time to talk with your partner about your feelings and experiences. Acknowledge the emotional distance and express your desire to reconnect. Together, you can embark on a journey toward healing and intimacy, transforming your relationship into one that thrives on love, support, and understanding. Your emotional connection is worth fighting for. Make the commitment today.